Okay, there it is.
Hello, I'm here today at the Ohio Valley Antique Machinery Show, and we hope you enjoy the video that we're going to show today. This is history. You'll see some corn shelling, you'll see some wood being sold, all the old-fashioned way, the way it used to be done. Have a great day.
Power that thing over there.
Yeah, you're powering that fan, that power fan. Yep, Alice Chalmers. Making ice cream here with a hit and miss motor. Yeah, oil bottle, yeah, down it. There's a little go-kart of some kind. A lot of cool stuff here today. A lot of history here. I never even thought about making a video today for my channel, but after getting here and seeing all the history that's here, this actually fits with what my topic is. So, cool old car, built probably as a race car. It looks kind of like it's got a 357 on the back of it. Probably raced it back in the day. Just a lot of history here, people. The hit and miss motors, back in the day, farmers, if they had a lot of grain to grind, they would use these to run a grinder, corn sheller grinder. They would use these for multiple purposes. The big hit and miss motor could have ran a sawmill. A lot of these big ones like that also run pumped oil out of oil wells. So they were used for a lot of different things. The early machine shops would run with something like this, and it would drive a belt that the belt would run overhead inside of a building and would power the lathes and the milling machines and all that. So early days of industry were powered by mechanisms such as these. These truly are pieces of history. The water that you see running down, cascading down that screen, that is part of the cooling system to this particular motor. The water comes up the top of the motor through the pipe that runs back to the screen, and then the water rolls down the screen and it cools it as it goes down, and then it goes out the bottom. Right there you see the pipe, it goes out there and back into the motor to keep cool water coming into the motor all the time. So that's how this motor cools itself.
Just a reminder for our membership, voting is still open.
My YouTube channel?
Yeah.
So, yeah. Old Man History with Lee Baxter.
Yeah, my great uncle Nick, he built these and rode around the show for years, and then my parents met on it.
That's pretty cool. So this was used as a way to...
He built this one, and the one that's under the tarp, he built it as well.
So this was actually used as a dating...
Yeah, so what he did was, when my uncle was driving around, he had like a wagon, and he'd take kids for rides,
Yeah.
whatnot. But it was it was featured one year. It's on one of the plates.
Yeah.
Like you go up to the museum or where the entrance is.
Right.
You'll see this in pictures and that. His name was Vic Cotteen.
Big what?
Vic Cotteen.
Oh, Vic Cotteen. Okay. Yep. Built by Vic Cotteen.
Basically took everything that he had laying around and put it all together.
Pretty cool. Once again, these shellers are run by electric. They got electric motors on them. But back in the day, they would have been ran by a hit and miss motor, like some of the ones we've seen already today. And that's how they would shell their corn. But back in the day, they didn't have the electricity to do this. So they would shell their corn with a hit and miss. That's water. That's a cooling to cool it. These would have been power plants that would have run possibly machine shops back in the day.
Right. They run the power for the light.
Yeah, well, what they would do, they would have a belt that would run up to a main, what they called a main belt line that run across the machine shop, and then that main belt would turn pulleys, and other machines like a milling machine or a metal lathe or something like that would hook into that main pulley line above and power all their milling machines, their metal lathes, and all that stuff. So these were those kinds of machines, and then they also used steam engines as well too. I believe this just isn't right. I think there's a sin has taken place here. Some kind of a sin has taken place here. They painted a farm all pink. That is just not right, people. Yeah, an orchard tractor, and they had the big shields on them, so you could get between the trees without taking your head off. You could duck down behind that big shield, and the tree limbs would not get caught in the wheels. So, pretty cool. Get a picture, some video of it around here. Driver sit right there. he could get behind that shield and protect him. There's another Orchard tractor. That's an 06. This one I believe is an 04 here. I was standing in front of this, and because it's steam, it doesn't make any kind of a noise when it runs. And he said, "Excuse me, sir." So I had to move so he could move his steam engine. It's pretty cool. This particular steam engine is running a sawmill. Yeah. This job back in the day, and even now what they're doing, is very actually dangerous. There's no guards, but this is just the way it was back in the day. And a lot of men lost arms and fingers and legs and lost their lives doing work like this. So that's what things were like back in the day. Firing up the forge.
About 10 minutes or so, we're going to start making around an 8-pound slug hammer. Got a milling about 7 to 8 pounds, somewhere in that range. Steel 4140. Everything about steels, it has to do with the amount of chrome and nickel and all kinds of stuff that's in it, and carbon. And 4140 is a tough steel, it's hardenable steel, and it works out pretty good for hammers and things like that. So that's the piece we've got. We're going to have this little guy back here. He's going to be grabbing a big hammer and smashing it down, and we got another little fella coming in here in a second. He's going to help us as well, and I'll be what's called directing through the process. And I'll be telling them where to strike, when to strike, and take an item like this. It's called a hammer-eye punch. I've got some marking on the piece of steel right now, and I'll line that up. And this punch will actually go through that big old billet of steel and create us a hammer eye, where we can put a handle in it eventually. This will be the start of it. Then we'll go grab a hammer eye drift that we just made this past week. We'll take it, drive that through and form where the handle will go in the eye of the hammer, and then we'll do some final forming on the hammer to make it look pretty. And that'll be about it. That may or may not happen this afternoon in completion. It does take a little while to make a hammer. It doesn't take long to go and form by one, there does it.
No.
We got a little regular little village built here. Did they move this schoolhouse here?
Do what?
Did they move this schoolhouse here, or was it already
This
here?
comes from Williamsburg, where you know where Williamsburg is?
Yeah, it's in Claremont County.
This comes from out on 131, north of Williamsburg, and it was used for a schoolhouse back in the 1800s. And then when they started going to the school, they sent their empty, and then when the lady called us and wanted to know if we was interested in getting it, they was flipping the back of it. So we said, yes, we'd like to have it. So it took us about 2 years. They took it down, everything's original. We took the brick down, brick for brick for brick.
Wow.
Every brick. The windows are original, the floor is original, the rock foundation that set down, that's all original. And it took about, after we got everything here, it took us about 5 years to put it all back together, you know, by on the weekends and when you get the extra help, it was a major undertaking.
I bet.
We're proud of it.
Well, what would it cost to have somebody just come in and move it all in one piece?
We checked into that, it was thousands and thousands of dollars just for somebody to come in and take it down and put it back up. So
Yeah.
we have enough volunteers.
Yeah, I know they move houses
Yeah.
on trailers and
Probably could, but I don't think the old bricks with that sand, it had what they call a sand mortar.
yeah.
Not like what's in these now, so that's a regular cedar. And you can, once we got everything off of the roof and the trusses down there, you can take a little chipping hammer and have a brick, and that brick would just come loose, and you could just scrape it a little bit, and you had a brick didn't have nothing on it, that sand mortar would just fall right off.
Wow.
But,
Well, they've done a great job with it. You guys did great with it.
The other problem we have is, we have to fight the kids there, the kids just get in here and tear the hell out of it.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why we don't have too many old books, they have to get hold of old books and just rip them and throw them on the floor.
Yeah.
You know,
Well, that's what we was talking about.